Walking down the street on clouds instead of the concrete I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way. Nothing can ruin my day. No matter what anyone does or say, I smile at fools. No, I don't care, cause I am on my way.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for stopping by my channel and hanging out with me for another video. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, is a highly requested life admin day. And this is just a day in my life, and it is either monthly or, as you can see, I'm breaking it down into more frequent weekly life admin days, where I spend at least half a day just doing all of those admin type tasks that are required to stay on top of your life and get it on track. Now, as I was filming and preparing this life admin day video, I realized that it's really not that interesting, and it's definitely not as difficult or scary or anything like that that you might think. So you don't need to be overwhelmed by this, oh my god, it's a life admin day, it's going to be a horrific experience. It really isn't. It's pretty basic, it's pretty simple. I have previously had my life admin day on the last Friday of every month, just setting up for the next month, but I have recently switched it back to weekly every Friday, and I'll explain why a bit later in this video. Now, on my life admin days, I start them off as any other day. I go through my regular cleaning schedule, my normal morning routine, as I would any other day. And it's only when the everyday tasks are taken care of and under control that I move on to those life admin tasks. And one of those is cleaning out my coffee machine, and I like to do this once a month at minimum. And to do this, I will just fill the water reservoir halfway full with vinegar and then just run the cycle through until that vinegar is finished. And then I will just do a double water reservoir of plain water and just rinsing that through. Once all the daily cleaning tasks are all done, under control, then I will move on to those life admin tasks. And as I mentioned previously, I used to do this on a monthly basis, but over the last couple of weeks, because I have switched from a salaried job, I think, through to just doing YouTube, I really want to pay attention and make sure that I'm really keeping on top of things like budgets and earnings, income, and all those kind of things that need constant checking in on when your circumstances change. The other thing is, I think it's much easier to do less more often. So instead of letting it build up for a whole month and then you've got a whole pile of receipts and then you've got a whole month of expenses to go and work through, I think that keeping it on a weekly schedule makes it less overwhelming and much easier also to keep on top of. The other thing I like to make sure is that my desk is all nice and clean. If I'm going to be spending a good couple of hours sitting at this desk doing all those life admin tasks, I want to make sure that it is a really nice, pleasant environment. So I will give it a nice quick clean down, make sure everything is really nice, organized, clutter-free, all clean, and then I will just light a candle, make a cup of tea, and I will just chill out, and I will spend those few hours in a nice, calm, clean, relaxed house environment, because all of that extra stuff has already been taken care of. So you don't have anything nagging you in the back of your mind that you still need to get done. And then you can just focus on those life admin tasks. Now, the absolute first and most important thing that I do is I will check in on the budget. So I will check in on all of the money coming in and all of the money going out. All income, all expenses, make sure all the bills are on track, and just do a whole check-in on that. I'll then go ahead and make sure I keep on top of scanning and recording any receipts that are required. Whether or not these are receipts that are required for tax purposes or for potential returns, if I need to return any items, I just snap a quick copy with my cam scanner app and then just save those to file, because as you know, paper receipts can get damaged, can get lost. At least if you've got a scanned copy, it's really easy to reference them, and they will always last you through to tax time. Once I'm done with all of my cam scanning of my receipts, I will just go through my bank account statements online and just double check that, all the payments are in order, I'm not spending too much money at Kmart, and just really making sure that I am on top of all the money that is coming in and going out, and making any adjustments to the budget as is necessary. And now obviously I can't show me, going through all of my bank account statements on the internet. So you can just imagine me working through my budget in this section of the video. The other thing I realized when filming this life admin day video is that it's actually pretty boring to watch someone do their life admin tasks. It is literally just me sitting at a computer for a good couple of hours, just going through things. So after I've done all of my bills, expenses, budgets, making sure that's all on track, I will just sit and go through all of my email inboxes. And the thing that I love about Gmail is that you have got the option to sort it into the social, promotional, and primary functions, which they automatically do for you. So you can quite easily just bulk delete hundreds of emails at any one time. Take this time to obviously unsubscribe for any mailing lists or newsletters or promotions. Just make sure you include that in your life admin day, because that can be really distracting and it really can start to feel overwhelming when you are faced with hundreds of emails in your inbox to deal with. Of course, pay attention and make sure that you are actioning and responding to emails that require a response and that you're not just bulk deleting everything. As nice as inbox zero sounds, my inbox is never going to be at zero. Going to be like a running balance of emails that you need to keep in your inbox for whatever reason, even if you need that email trail. So I just make sure that I don't let it get out of hand by keeping on top of it on a regular basis. Another thing that I like to make sure that I do on a regular basis is declutter all of the apps from my phone. Now, my mobile phone, it is linked to all my kids' devices. So every time they download an app, it automatically syncs to my phone. I like this because I can keep an eye on what they're doing, what they're downloading. But I also get a lot of games and things that I don't really want on my phone. So I'll just go through on a regular basis and give that a clear out. Next up on my list of Friday life admin tasks is to place an online shopping grocery order for the following Monday delivery. I am absolutely loving having online shopping back available, especially through COVID. I thought that it would be making much more sense to have online shopping as one of the preferred and even only options for grocery shopping rather than having to force people to go into the grocery store. But having this back and available is absolutely amazing because you don't need to go grocery shopping, so you're saving time. You can shop only the specials, which saves you so much money. You're not impulse buying anything. You're not taking your kids to the supermarkets and ending up with 1,000 different snacks and no actual food. At this particular online grocery store, you can also do something called shop bundles, which is where you can see a recipe idea and then you can just shop everything that is required for that recipe, which is amazing. It's almost like a cheaper version of those home delivery meal kits, only I think it's better because you can actually choose the individual meals that you want to have. Now, the next thing that I do is, as always, I will lay out my bullet journal spreads for the month, including a quick little reference calendar for the month, a to-do list, a to-be list, and then anything that I'm really interested in working on through that month. So at this moment, it is the endocrine system and the effects that hormones and neurotransmitters have on your body. I find that really interesting. And then I have just set up my weekly spreads with the most simple and basic spread that I could find, just to be able to get it done and set up really quickly. And this is one of the things that I know with bullet journaling. Sometimes it can get so overwhelming with all the details and intricate doodles and all that you can spend time doing, that it becomes overwhelming and you just get put off with how hard it is. So I like to keep mine pretty basic, pretty simple, and just keep it to the very bare minimum. I will also set up a monthly planning calendar that I stick on my fridge, where I stick on all of my boys and all the family activities that I have to remember. I'll go through, make any appointments that I need to make for myself, for the kids, mark out any holidays or important dates, birthdays and whatnot that I need to remember and that I might need to do things for, like buy presents for and be prepared for. And then the afternoon section, or the second half of the admin day, spend on, kind of more fun things for myself. I will retouch the roots of my hair. I have learned that not only is dyeing your roots really easy, it's super, super cheap. Retouch any grey roots, I will just literally do it myself now. It takes me 25 minutes, cost me $5 instead of going to the salon and spending 2 hours and $495. Another thing that I love doing now, because I have this really cool makeup brush cleaning device that I picked up on Amazon super cheaply. Keep an eye out for a favorites Amazon video coming up soon, because I'm really excited to share that with you guys. Cleaning my makeup brushes was one of the things that I really didn't like doing because it just took so much time. It was really boring. I used to spend probably an hour every time I had to clean my makeup brushes because I was doing it manually by hand. Now that I have this device, it honestly takes, I'm going to say, about 5 minutes to get all of my brushes clean and dry. I flipping love this thing, and if you have makeup brushes, I would highly recommend getting yourself one of these things. Now, I've seen these a ton over the years on Instagram, on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, Probably not that great. Probably doesn't wash them and dry them. It does. It cleans them perfectly. It gets them dry so they are just about ready to use after you've finished cleaning them. Previously, when I've been washing my makeup brushes by hand, I used to have to leave them to dry all day or overnight before I could use them again. And I think that having this little makeup brush cleaner, it makes it kind of fun to do it, so I don't actually mind doing it, and now I'll do it more often. So instead of it being maybe once a month job that I do, I'll just quickly whip it out and do it every week or 2 weeks. As you can see, I don't only use the container that's provided, but I also just use these mason jars to do like a rinsing process as well. And as you can see, the more it goes through, the cleaner the water gets, so I can tell that they are clean. I also like that you can just throw the mason jars in the dishwasher after you're done, so they're easy to clean. And I just use the Daiso either makeup brush cleaner or puff and sponge to use as a cleaning detergent. Next thing that I like to make sure that I do as part of my life admin day is to get together anything that I have collected for charity drop off and actually take it and drop it off at the charity collection. Because otherwise I know it is going to be rolling around in the back of my car for God knows how long. And speaking of cars, another thing that I like to get done on either a monthly or every second month, depending on how bad my car is I will take my car to get it detailed. I do not have the facilities or the equipment or the patience or the skills to detail my car and get it as clean as I like it to be. So that is something that I'm happy to outsource and pay for. Cleaning my house, no problem. Cleaning my car, no way. It stresses me out even thinking about doing a car detail, so I will happily pay someone else to get that done. Now, while my car is getting detailed, I like to do some fun self-care stuff as part of my life admin day, and this includes things like getting my nails done, getting my brows tinted, maybe going for a massage or something like that. I think it's really important to make sure you reward yourself with something nice and something fun, a little bit of a pamper session. It doesn't have to be super expensive or extravagant, but it's important that if you do hit your goals and if you do stick to your budget and if you do get all your life admin tasks done, that you do reward yourself. That is not only going to motivate you, but it's going to reward you for doing a good job. Just as if you treat your home responsibilities as if it were a business. If you do well in a job and you hit your KPIs and you hit your targets, you're going to get a bonus or you're going to get a reward or you're going to get a pay rise. So think of the things that you can possibly reward yourself with, like getting your nails done or your brows done or a massage or going out for dinner as your reward for taking care of your business. So guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this simple life admin day, sharing with you how I get my life together. I think the main takeaway from this video is to do less more often, and especially if it's something that you don't like doing, like managing your receipts, checking in on your budget. The more frequently you do it, the less of a huge task it's going to be. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It is great feedback for me. It lets me know that you like this type of video and for me to keep on making it. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe before you go or hang around, watch a few more videos with me. Have a great week, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.
Nothing goes your way, so I'm gonna let myself enjoy the fruit from this lucky day.